What is up? Coach Emma here, and welcome back to the Fit Habit Life podcast, where we cut through the noise, talk real health and fitness, sustainable fat loss, and habits that actually work. So today, we're going to be talking about sleep. Why? Sleep isn't just a nice to have thing. It's a non-negotiable pillar of health. It is the foundation of health. It affects your body composition, your hormones, your energy levels, your hunger, your cravings, your recovery from the gym. If you're crushing your workouts, but sleeping like crap, you're leaving gains and fat loss results on the table. So, as I've touched on, I work with a lot of type A high achievers. And we tend to always feel like, because I'm one myself, we tend to feel like there is not enough time in the day. A common phrase I used to use is I will sleep when I'm dead. I don't need sleep. In college, I was constantly falling asleep during class because I would sleep like 3 to 5 hours a night. I was an engineer and I was a D1 athlete. So I would work out, 3 to 4 hours a day, sleep 3 to 5 hours. And so, when I did sleep during class, and what made it harder? It made it harder to actually focus, know what was going on, and do the work. I wasn't actually trying to fall asleep in class. I was so exhausted and burnt out that I would just pass out. My performance in the pool, I was a water polo player, in the pool and in the weight room were not great. My performance in school, somehow I managed to get by, but I wasn't exceeding expectations by any means. And it's because I wasn't prioritizing the one thing that would have made everything better: sleep. So look, I get it. It's like being in bed for 8 hours, which is like a third of your day, is a lot. That's a lot of time. But it will make you more productive. It'll help you recover better. It'll help your brain function better. It'll help your energy levels so you'll be able to get more out of your workouts, more out of work, be more productive. And it affects your cravings and hunger levels. So if you're on a fat loss journey, you're shooting yourself in the foot if you're getting poor sleep every night, because you probably have a lot of cravings. And you're more susceptible to divulge in those cravings on poor sleep. I don't know about you, but that tends to be when I overdo it. So, quality sleep helps your body, brain, mind, muscles, everything just function better. So, here are a couple red flags. Even if you do sleep 7 hours, but your sleep is not great, these are a couple red flags that you should probably work on it. If you wake up groggy or exhausted at all, if midday your energy just tanks, if you're wired at night and have trouble going to bed, if you have trouble falling asleep or staying asleep, if you wake up multiple times throughout the night, if you have constant cravings, you constantly feel bloated, or your progress is plateaued. Those are a couple red flag signs that your sleep is crap. So here are a couple tips and tricks that are pretty easy to implement for the most part that will give you a huge return on your investment. So number one hack that I try to implement with all of my clients is the 3-2-1 method. So 3 hours before bed, stop eating. 2 hours before bed, stop having fluids. And 1 hour before bed, get off your electronics. So I don't know about you, but I've gone out to eat a couple times really late because I was only reservation available, or we had to wait a really long time to eat there. And by that time I'm starving, so I overdo it, I overindulge. And then It's like you get home, full stomach, try to go to bed, and it just does not work. Your stomach is digesting all the food you just ate. You get poor quality sleep. And when that happens to me, I wake up throughout the night. So already shooting yourself in the foot there. So anyway, stop eating 3 hours before bed will allow your body to digest the food before bed and allow it to unwind and focus on relaxation. It's been a huge game changer for me. And then number 2, like I said, 2 hours before bed, stop drinking fluids. The main reason for this is a lot of people wake up in the middle of the night just having to go pee. And like last night, I slept poorly, not because I did this, but because my husband had like a bunch of fluids and he woke up like 3 times and he woke me up when he woke up. So my sleep quality was crap last night. Thank you, husband. But anyway, so giving yourself time to go pee before bed. So giving about a 2-hour window. Some people need 3 hours before bed. I've had some of my clients tell me they need to stop like 3 hours before so that they don't wake up in the middle of the night to pee. So play around with that. Most people 2 is about a good guideline, but you might need longer. So be aware. And then 1 hour before bed, get off electronics. So this is really hard in this day and age. So investing in like blue light blocking glasses is another great way to do that. Because essentially you want to get off electronics because they have a lot of blue light, which can be really stimulating to the brain. And so it can make it really hard to unwind if you're watching TV, playing a video game. So just give it a try. You'd be shocked. It makes a huge difference. I do it. I wear my blue light blockers about an hour, sometimes 2 hours before bed just to make sure. And it's really made a huge impact for me. And then this one, a lot of you are going to hate me for this one. But stop having caffeine at least 10 hours before bed. Yep. You cannot have a coffee at 5 p.m. That will screw up your sleep. I don't care if you say you can sleep. You can probably get to sleep, but I know that your sleep quality is crap because that half-life, like even 6 hours after having a beverage, like only half of that caffeine has left your body. So anyway, do not have an after dinner espresso unless it's decaf, and just try to stop. Usually for most people, trying to stop having caffeine after noon, at latest 2 p.m. is like the cutoff at latest. But the earlier the better that you can cut it off. It'll make a huge improvement. And then this one can be really difficult for a lot of people, especially when the weekends come around. But having a sleep routine. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every single day. I know it's weird and it makes you sound like a child, like I have a bedtime, I have a wake time or whatever, but doing that will help prepare your body to get better quality sleep. Because your body adapts. If your body knows like every night at 9 or 10 p.m. you go to bed, it's going to be ready for bed at 9 or 10 p.m. And I can tell you for a fact, my body is ready every night at 9 p.m. to go to bed. And once I'm falling asleep when we're watching a show or something, I look at my watch. Oh, it's 8:50. It's like, okay, it's time. So trust me, just try it out for a week. It will do so much for you. And really, it's been a game changer for myself and my clients, a lot of my clients. Then I don't even know what number we're on, but this is another big one. Upgrade your sleep environment. Make sure your bedroom is super dark. Make sure it's super dark. Make sure it's cool. Usually most people, a nice sweet spot is about 68 degrees. Save some money on that heating, am I right? And then if your mattress sucks, upgrade it. Buy a new mattress. It will make a huge difference on your sleep quality. Trust me. For like probably 20 or so years, I had the twin bed that I had since I was, or maybe it's okay, not 20 years, maybe. I got it when I was like probably 2 or 3. It's like a twin bed, and I had it until I was probably about 20. So maybe like 15 or 17 years ish. And when I got a better bed, I just started to sleep so much better because that old mattress was super worn out. I'd had it for so long, right? But my sleep quality drastically improved. And then this is a bonus. Most people are deficient in magnesium. I think it's like 2/3 of the population is. And magnesium is super, super important for sleep. It kind of signals the body like, hey, it's time to go to sleep. And like most people think, oh, melatonin. And it's like, no, actually, magnesium. Honestly, I forgot the mechanistic actions, but supplementing with magnesium has that has been one of the biggest game changers for me. Shockingly, like the other lifestyle tips and tricks and stuff, those have been super awesome too, but like the magnesium, I noticed a huge difference right away, one night of taking magnesium before bed. So, if you're doing all the other things, try it, because for most people, 2/3 of the population, right? Huge difference. It'll make a huge difference for you. So give that a try. Oh, and the last one that I forgot, this is a lifestyle tip. Get some morning sunlight. Morning sunlight will help set your circadian rhythm. So it'll help tell your body, hey, it's time to be awake. And even going on a little stroll after dinner as the sun's setting kind of lets your body know, hey, it's time to kind of unwind and get ready for bed. So give those a try too. But anyway, basically what I want to hit home is that sleep is super important, and most people leave it as like an afterthought. But it's probably most people that I work with, most type A people, should put more of an emphasis on this, because this is the type of shit that they don't care about and they don't want to spend time doing. And that means it probably is a thing that you should be prioritizing and that you should be spending your time on. Because recovery is really where the real magic happens. So, anyway, stop treating sleep like an afterthought and start to prioritize it, and you'll notice a huge difference. So, start with sleep. And let me know if this hit home with you. Let me know which one of these sleep hacks you're going to try, these simple strategies to help you upgrade your sleep. And if this hit home, share it. Rate my show, please. I'd really appreciate it. It helps get in front of more people. And yeah, hit me up on Instagram. Let me know which resonated with you. Link is in the caption. So anyway, hope you have a good one. And don't sleep on sleep.